Hey everyone, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am finally going to be able to talk about my experience at the final Vans Warped Tour. Warped Tour has been such a big part of my life for 4 years now. I've been going every year since 2015 and I literally live, breathe, die this festival. It honestly means the entire world to me and I look forward to it every single year. Literally from the day after I go to 1 year, I'm looking forward to the year after. Sadly, this is the final year, or at least the final cross-country run. I have no idea what they're gonna do next year. However, I'm excited for the future, and I think this year was the best Warped Tour I've ever had, and so it's so awesome to go out with a bang, and I am so excited to tell you guys all about it. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So like I said, I do believe that this year, 2018, was the best Warped Tour for me. I went on July 27th, which was the Mansfield, Massachusetts date. I did go with my friends Lauren and Danny. I can insert a picture right here. And I also went, of course, with my dad. So we got to the venue at 9 o'clock and we all met up and we got the early entry, which was to donate $5, 3 cans of food, or use cell phone. We actually got in the gates at 10:15, 10:30-ish. But while we were waiting in the early entry line, we met Garrett and Pat from the Maine. I have loved the Maine for so long and I've only met John and Kennedy, and now I've met Pat and Garrett and I just need one more and I'm done. And Pat was so sweet. Oh my goodness. And as fate would have it, the person that was waiting in front of us was my friend Mary, so I got to see her and that was so cool. I love her. The main gate portion didn't open till 11, but we were able to walk around and just see some things like local vendors and some local bands, and so we just kind of looked around there. But while we were walking, I heard a very distinct voice and I'm like, that's Youngblood. Now Youngblood is, I don't even know how to describe Youngblood. I literally don't. He is just absolutely incredible and you'll hear so much about him throughout this video. Yes, I did hear Youngblood and he was there with tea. Now he's British and at the time we were meeting him, it was tea time in England, and so I thought that was really cool. He came out with a fucking teapot and cups and I drank tea with him. Like, what? I literally just got to drink tea at like 10:30 in the morning with one of my favorite artists ever. Like, it was no big deal, honestly. Like, it was fine. I was starstruck and shook and it was great and I'm very happy that it happened. So finally the gates opened and we literally, first thing we did was run into another band, and that was Story Untold. I sadly didn't get the chance to see them this year on Warped Tour, but I love those guys so much. They are so cute. They're so funny. They're so French. I love, oh yes. But they have some really great tunes and I definitely recommend checking them out if you have not already. I also met Zach from Set It Off. My dad also met Zach from Set It Off. We love a dynamic duo. Next thing on our agenda to do, like right when we got there, was we had to go get bracelets to meet Waterparks and With Confidence. That was 2 of the main things that we wanted to do, and we did both. We'll get into that later, but we got the wristbands. That was fine. And the first set of the day was the Maine. Like I said, I love the Maine. I've seen the Maine. I think this was my 3rd time now seeing them, and incredible band, incredible live band, really nice guys, really sweet. Here's the Maine.
Oh, let's go, my little kitty cats. My voice when I look at you can't make a noise, I'm trying to tell you what I was. Waiting for hours, louder, just another love sick. Black butterflies and deja vu.
After the main set, I got to go see Broadside. They played early. They just did that. They just, oh, I was unprepared that it was going to be that early because Broadside were the band that I was going for because I love Broadside with my whole entire heart. I swear. They were literally playing at 11:50 and I was just shook. I was just like, I get to go see them early? Like, this is happening, like it's happening now, you know what I mean? It was just so much to happen at once, but it was great. I was wowed. It was my first time ever seeing them, and I got in front of Dorian, who is the love of my entire life. They were great and incredible, and I love them with my whole entire heart. And
you should've carried my name. Looks like you did the same. There are a few times that I don't know if these thoughts really mine. I can't contain these demons' hands from pulling my mind beneath my mask. The room is gone, so
after Broadside, my friends and I went to the Waterparks meet and greet place, which was at the Alley Dog Femme tent on my date, and I got to meet Waterparks. It was so cool to finally meet them and tell Jeff congratulations on being a dad. He's a dad, guys. He's a dad. Like, what? They were so sweet. Just people that give them shit about being horrible people, like, you're lying to yourself. I'm sorry. They're so nice. So after the Waterparks meet and greet, we ran to go see Chase Atlantic. Chase Atlantic for almost a year now, and it was so great to finally get to see them again. And they were really, really good live, and they brought Youngblood on stage. We didn't end up getting to meet them because their meet and greet was at the same time as another very, 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 very important band, so that was kind of sad. But the other band that was at that time, can you guess really quick? Can you guess what band was at the same time as their meet and greet? It was Broadside, so yeah.
Also, fun fact, I don't know how I forgot to mention this, but while we were waiting in line for the Broadside meet and greet, Dollskin were playing, and so I got some videos of them. I'm kind of sad I couldn't be in the crowd for them because I've loved them for so long, and I've literally been supporting them for almost like 2 or 3 years now, but I still got to see them, and that's all that matters, and Broadside was priority. But here you go, enjoy.
Yes, I got to meet Broadside too. That happened right after Chase. I was very speechless during that meet and greet. I hugged them all. They were really, really, really nice. And I started at Pat, and then Jeff, and then Ollie, and then Dom, and then Dorian, and I got to hug Dorian. I swear to God, I'm not a fangirl about like anyone else except him. Like, he is just like everything. And after that, I did cry. I'm not gonna lie, I cried. That was the only time at Warped Tour I actually cried. I'm not really surprised though, because I was just so shook and there was just so much happening at such a like short amount of time that it was just overwhelming, and I cried. And I felt a lot better after that, but I did it. Literally, that was the thing that I was there for, was to meet them and see them, and I did that, and that was great, and I love it, and I love them, and check them out if you have not. I'm just gonna shout out them because yep. Broadside, great band, #1. It was time to go watch Waterparks. But we got to Waterparks a little bit early, so we did actually get to catch some of the band that was going on the other stage previous, which was 4 Years Strong, and they're one of my favorite local bands, and they were really good, and it was their hometown show, and I am a fan of them, and so I got to watch some of their set, and it was really good. my third time seeing Waterparks, and they did not play Tantrum, which I wanted. But that's okay. It's fine. We're fine. They played Rare, so that was okay. They were great. I actually moshed for the first time during Waterparks. That was the first pit I've ever been in, was for Stupid For You. And it was awesome. It was great. And here's some Waterparks. Right after Waterparks was Tonight Alive, and so I got to see them, and I wasn't like planning on seeing them, but it just worked out perfect, and I got to catch a few songs. Live quite a lot, and they are definitely one of my favorite live bands. They have so much energy and power and life, and I just angels, absolute angels. And after Tonight Live, it was time to go meet with Confidence, and I love those guys. I had the best conversation with Jane Seeley. Like, I have never been good for talking to band members just because I get really nervous, but this time I wasn't, and I think that was such a cool thing to figure out. And just from how I was in 2015 to now, I've changed so much, and I'm so happy that I was able to talk to him. I literally just talked to him about like what bands he was excited to see, which he said Youngblood, so like I appreciate that. Thank you, Jaden. But I don't know, just talking to him was such a surreal experience because I literally, my whole heart, like, Jaden, hi. And our picture came out pretty cute, so. And then it was time for Youngblood. I got to go see Youngblood, and it was amazing, and I loved it, and I love him, and just, wow. So much energy, so much charisma, like, incredible. My dad even liked him, and that never happens. Here's some Youngblood.
Fire shots in our arms on your street, lost in a wild heat. I'm black while you're shouting at me. Yeah! I just wanna say now, I just wanna say now. My medication. Wanna see a machine gun, my new machine gun. Now I might fall flat. Wanna see a machine gun, wanna see a machine gun, my new machine gun. I don't give a fuck about myself. All I do is analyze my mental health.
Now, if you've never heard of him, I seriously think you should check him out. He's British, he's great, he's really hot, like, goddamn. So, there's nothing to lose. He was doing a meet and greet at his tent, and I got to meet him again for the second time, and I actually got to talk to him about how much one of his songs means to me. It's the song Polygraph Eyes. It really helped me when I was dealing with the topics that the song talks about. I don't really want to talk about it, but it meant a lot to me to say that to him, and our pictures are so cute. Like, just look at them for yourself. So yeah, Youngblood, definitely. I think he was the set of the day. Like, I love Broadside with my whole heart, but honestly, his set was just so good. And then With Confidence played, and that was great. And I mean, I had never seen them live before, and they were really good. They really impressed me, and their pit was kind of crazy. I moshed to that one too, and my bag broke, but it's fine.
Well, with those times when you were gone, despite the weather, it gets better. You won't do this. I will try to hold you. I think I'm found something. I think I'm finally finding. I think I feel like I'm here. I think it's something to watch.
good decision. Now, every time I get the option to go see Crown the Empire, I decline. I don't know why. They are one of my favorite bands ever, but I always decline. Because I'm like, oh, I've seen them so many times. Yeah, but I've seen Sleeping with Sirens 8 times and I never miss them. So, like, I don't even know what my reasoning is. But literally, I went over to my dad and I was just like, hey, I'm just going to chill out, you know, for a sec. I don't really, you know, no one's really playing that I like. He's like, literally, Crown the Empire is playing over there. I'm like, yeah, but I see them all the time. He's like, no, you don't go see them. And I saw them. And that was the greatest decision ever. Thank you, Dad. Shout out to you. Literally, if I ever say that I, like, don't want to go see Crown the Empire, please, like, slap me in the face. Because, like, they mean everything to me, and they're so good live. Like, geez, like, it made me mad that I ever questioned wanting to go over. Like, just come on, man, come on.
For the first
I think they're the heaviest band I saw of the day, and they are one of the heaviest bands I listen to in general, and their pit was crazy. I got pretty banged up in that because it was a lot of full-grown dudes. And it was time for the last set of the day, which was so crazy. I kind of wish it wasn't the last set of the day, not gonna lie, because I did not enjoy it, but it was Palais Royale. I'll let you watch them first and then I'll talk, but I got a little bit of tea to spill, so. I've always been a casual fan of, and they weren't a band that I necessarily wanted to see, but they were ending, and my friend Lauren really likes them, and, you know, it was fine, whatever, but they just weren't good live. I don't know, I did not enjoy them at all. And now, the tea. Now, if you have not checked Twitter in the past few days, there was a situation that went down between Patty from As It Is and Sebastian from Palais. Now, As It Is are another one of my favorite bands, and I wasn't able to catch them this year because I was meeting with Confidence at the same time, so there would have been no time. Sadly, I had to miss them. But I still love Patty, and I still love As It Is with my whole heart. Now, Patty has anxiety, and it's hard for him to get up on stage, and he openly admitted that one day on stage. And Sebastian heard that and took to Twitter to call him out and told him to suck it up and told him how lucky he was. And I was just shook, because why? He just completely invalidated a whole group of people, including Patty. Like, you don't touch Patty, okay? But I don't mean to end this video angrily. I'm not mad. I'm just a little disappointed. But yeah, anyways, Palais was the last of the day. I just didn't think they were good. I don't know. They just weren't good live. And then this whole thing happened and it was just a mess. And so, was it the best way to end Warped Tour? No. But I was so jazzed from everything else that it didn't even matter. Like, there was so much good that went on today, and I met so many of my favorite bands and saw so many people live that I wanted to. Thank you, Warped Tour, so much for being literally the best ever. Like, I literally don't know what I would do if I never had Warped Tour, if I never went to Warped Tour, because it literally changed me as a person, and I owe it everything. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All my social media links, like always, will be in the description below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Comment, did you go to Warped Tour this year? If so, what bands did you see? If not, what bands did you want to see? Just, what do you think is going to happen next year with Warped Tour? Do you think they're going to do regionals? I know they're working on a documentary, but I don't know. I just hope something happens. I'll be back here with the merch haul in a few days, and I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!